Yeah, because coronavirus transmits person to person, buses could potentially become breeding grounds for the spread of the disease. And tonight, Metro Transit is making plans for that possibility. Public transportation is how Charisse McGee gets around.
I catch the bus to and from work every single day.
But tonight, news that the first death in the nation from coronavirus happened right here in King County left her shell-shocked.
Wow, that's so close to home. That's so concerning.
And rethinking her daily commute, which she now worries could put her at risk.
Sometimes people don't practice covering their mouth when they sneeze or cough, So I'm a little cautious about that. I've seen people walking around with masks on, and I was a little concerned because I was like, man, should I get a mask too?
Health officials aren't recommending most masks or gloves, but at a press conference today, King County Executive Dow Constantine said Metro Transit is being proactive.
Currently, if there are reports of unsanitary conditions in any of our buses, Metro will immediately pull that bus from operation and sanitize the bus before it returns to the streets.
Metro cleans and vacuums buses daily. We caught one driver in his routine this evening. But Constantine says the precautions won't stop there. The transit agency is now working on policy recommendations on coronavirus and strategies to keep buses running no matter what happens next.
I'm glad that Metro is doing something about it and stepping up and trying to make sure that they can keep a hold on it. And I'm so sorry that someone passed away. That's so terrible.
Health officials are stressing that you can help yourself by, of course, you've heard, covering your cough and your sneeze and washing your hands, but also not using public transportation when you're sick. Live in Seattle, Kristen Ayers, King 5 News.